You all right, all? So I'm going to just cover a couple of headlines, that have been in the news over the last week. Already the Leeds riots have pretty much been forgotten about because that's how the modern world, the modern UK is, because it's happening all the time. We're sort of heading into like a Judge Dredd sort of society now. I'm talking about Karl Urban's Judge Dredd, where they go out on a mission and there's so many crimes to select from across Megacity 1 that they're spoiled for choice. So already that's been forgotten about. So that's in Leeds, in West Yorkshire. And then across, down to Whitechapel in London, an area that is pretty much finished off. You can still go to the Blind Beggar pub where the Crays were and George Cornell, but the vast majority has entirely been taken over by Bangladeshis, really. And they decided to have a massive riot in London over something that was happening in Bangladesh to do with their government. A bit of advice to you: why don't you just go over there and sort it out yourselves instead of tearing down the community that you've inherited that wasn't built for you? And that's last week. That's already been forgotten about now. So let's cover this week. We'll start with the tricky one. So the one at Manchester Airport, where apparently a female police officer had her nose broken. And this led to the Muslims kicking off outside Rochdale police station, but I can't really condemn or condone because no one really knows exactly what happened. The footage I've seen of a police officer kicking that lad on the floor looks completely out of order. It was restrained anyway, but then again, I wasn't there. I don't know the situation. But that did look completely inappropriate. You never know with these situations though. It could be actors, and it's got the desired outcome where it gets all the hotheads out protesting and creates more chaos, and chaos leads to more order. But yeah, so anyway, that's that one. However, on Billy Moore's podcast in Liverpool, of all places, you've got a Afro-Caribbean lad here who stabbed a 15-year-old boy in Tobruk, that's how you pronounce it, which is where Joe Owens is often talking about being culturally transformed, I think he calls it. Finally, the main one, obviously down in Kent, Tyrone has been at work. We've had another Lee Rigby situation. And this has to be said to soldiers generally. Would you really want to go and fight Putin and put your life on the line when this is happening in your own country now? You're not even safe in your own country anymore. So you can't travel thousands of miles away and then be going on about how you fight for king and country now, because it's a load of nonsense, isn't it? You're not even safe in your own country anymore. But yeah, so that's diversity in the space of 1 week. And I have to ask the delusional liberals out there, whoever you may be, do you really think this is a strength, the society we're going into now? I'm not saying we didn't have problems in the past, IRA, and many other football hooligans or whatever, but this is becoming a real problem in the UK now, and you notice it's always through diversity. And if you say diversity is a strength, well, what I want to say is, without diversity, we wouldn't have had any of these problems in the last week alone. That's it, just in 1 week. Really get that into your head, that's 1 week. Anyway, that's it. Cheers.